So welcome.
Thank you very much.
About a year ago, you were here before, and you gave a wonderful show you did at the East Side Club and the West Side Club on the famine in Athlone. And you have more information for us, do you?
We've expanded the story now. We're going to start with Grace O'Malley back in the 17th century. So we will be talking that story.
How many times was Grace married? She was way ahead of her time.
2 times.
Is that all?
Uh-huh.
I thought she was married 7 or 8.
Well, she could have been
Two
two
recognized. She didn't talk about it. But it's going to have a lot of Grace O'Malley in it, isn't it?
Sure, yeah. It starts with Grace O'Malley and how she ruled the Clube and Mayo. And her mother was actually an O'Malley, which is unknown. And she would have ruled Achill and North Clube. And her father was Duadara O'Malley. And he was in Murrisk and Clare Island.
The Murrisk Peninsula.
That's right. So by those 2 families coming together, they created one strong O'Malley.
So she sailed the ocean all around Clue Bay and all the way, I suppose, probably up to Donegal, would you say?
But all to Donegal and down to Spain, and she traded in
Spain,
France.
In France?
Yeah. She saw the seas as a highway. You know, some people, including myself, would see it as an obstacle, but no, she saw it as an open highway to the rest of the world.
In those days, was she considered a pirate? The pirate queen?
Well, yeah, in today's terms she would be. In those days, no. That's what she done. There were her waters. You paid.
A lot of people did the same thing.
Of course, yeah.
In different countries. How old was she when she died?
She was in her 70s. So at that time was quite old. To even get into your 40s was.
How does a pirate get to see the Queen of England?
Yeah, well, that's a very interesting story. Her son was captured and murdered by the Lord Bingham at the time in Mayo, and she wrote to the Queen. And there was a myth there that they spoke in Latin. Neither the Queen could speak Irish or Grace couldn't speak English, but in fact she did speak English. All the papers she wrote to the Queen at the time were all in English. So yeah, she met the Queen, and she saw
That'd be Queen Elizabeth.
And she saw the Queen as her equal.
The first.
Yeah. And yeah, it was an interesting story. She sailed up to Greenwich, and she met the Queen there in her castle. And she
brave woman.
Very brave woman.
And descendants of Grace O'Malley, are there some of them around today?
They are. I'm one of them.
You are? How about Tommy over here? I knew you had that pirate look to both of you.
I'm sure they'll all come out of the woodwork on the east side and the west side Irish centres. The O'Malleys and the Moyles and the O'Malleys.
What other families would be affiliated with her?
It was mainly O'Malley's, all down through the generations. She had 3 sons and 1 daughter. So her daughter married a Burke from Mayo.
Oh, okay. One of those Burkes probably in here. Those O'Malley's in here, huh? So what are we gonna hear from you? Well, this time.
Yeah, moving on from Grace O'Malley, we'll start with the landlords of Mayo pre and post famine. The O'Donnells pretty much took over from the O'Malleys, and then following the famine, they divided the island up and the county up, and the landlords then took over after the famine. So you better come along to hear the rest of the story.
I will, because I heard it the last time. And do you have any, how do you call it, PowerPoint or what?
Yeah, we'll do a PowerPoint.
You have some of that?
Lots of pictures.
Yeah, the West Side IA, you're going to be in that room, that Abbey room, are you? That's all set up.
From where we were last year.
And the East Side Club, you're going to do it in the downstairs, and you'll have the accompanying PowerPoint and good microphone, and all that good stuff. So that's tomorrow night
at 7 o'clock in the east side, and on Wednesday evening at 7 o'clock in the west side.
Okay, we hope to have a nice turnout for that.
Sure, yeah. Unfortunately, the night that's in it, I believe the Thanksgiving here is a big clash.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, there's a lot of people kind of cooling down, getting ready for the holiday. You know, they're getting like the Irish a bit. We started a week before the holiday and kind of slow down, and then it takes another week to gear up again. How many bank holidays do you have in Ireland?
Not enough.
Spoken like a true civil servant.
I think we're up in 10 now. We're still working on another
10 bank holidays. Now they're outside, of course, the usual days like Christmas Day and New Year's Day. Other than that, so how many days a year do you guys work?
Yeah, well,
in the country.
Too many.
Oh, Lord,
they're trying to get us to work over 150 every year, but we're struggling to keep
150
it.
days a year. Like Mike Killian is over there. You know, Mike used to be a big, high-powered executive. He was with Arthur Anderson years ago, so would be really counting. He's counting hours right now as you're talking today, and counting dollars and how much it costs.
Sure, well, we're on the clock right now.
Yes, yes. That's great. Is there have you come out with the book yet on this?
Yeah,
Are you working on it?
we're launching it in May 2020. We've collected, I'd say we've collected all the stories now we're going to collect, which is fantastic. People that of all over the world that has contributed to it, and as well as that, to be local stories, local interest, folklore stories, fish ropes, as we call them.
Fish roads, yeah, you don't hear that mentioned here too often. Yeah, I bet JC you don't know what a fish road is.
I don't know, huh?
I grew up with fish rods. My mother, God rest her, fish rods. So you can't be believing in that stuff.
Yeah, and lots of fairy stories.
Yeah. Now, would the guy or the man or the woman that had the cure, would that be considered fish rods today?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. The cure was a major part of Irish life back in the day.
It was, I remember. Well, you know, my dad was a school teacher, and he wasn't supposed to believe in anything. He was supposed to believe in any of that stuff. So my brother Finan, the youngest of the family, caught ringworm. And my father was taking him to the doctor in Ballina, Dr. Burke, which was, I think it was Mary Robinson's father. And of course, nothing was happening. He was giving him all kinds of medicine and rubbed this on it, rubbed that. And the neighbors, my neighbor Siobhan McCarthy says, "Look, Master Gwynn, you're going to have to take him for the cure back in Balmullet, up in the mountains." And he wouldn't do it. He says, "You know, I do not believe in that stuff." So it went on for about 8 weeks. And finally, in the middle of the night, he got on his bicycle, and he put my little brother on the back of the bicycle, and he cycled all the way to Balmullet for the cure.
And
he said to us, the rest of the kids, "Don't you ever tell anybody that I did this." And you know, all the guy did was he rubbed his hand on the ringworm, and within 2 days it was starting to go away.
Yeah.
I saw it. I remember it myself. And I tell this to people, and they just don't believe it. And within 2 weeks, there was not a trace of ringworms. It was all on the back of his neck and spreading down his back. It stopped it. Now that was the seventh son of the seventh son that had that cure, right? I don't know if they ever had the seventh daughter of the seventh daughter.
Seven sons and seven
The
sons.
seventh was the seventh son, wasn't it?
Yeah, sure, and they're still in Ireland today.
Are they?
Yeah, they're still operating. Yeah, I know.
Great.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me play a song here, and then I'm going to come and talk to Mike Killeen. And what do you want to play for us?
I'm going to play Lo, How a Rose Are Blooming, and I'm dedicating this to someone very special. Hopefully you're listening right now.
Uh-oh, we want a name.
No, keeping the identity private right now.
I'm only joking. Go ahead. Go ahead. Keep it going.
Keep it going?
Yeah.
More? Okay.
Oh, no,
More.
no. We
Okay.
want to make you work.
Sure. Oh no. Okay. There's my music. Okay. We're doing it digital this morning, improvising here.
Oh, you can do it. Lovely stuff.
Arish.
Lovely stuff.
Thank you very much.
Anyway, Siobhan,
Yes.
you want to tell me that story about what happened to you at the wedding recently?
It's
I thought it was,
horribly embarrassing.
yeah, what was it?
Oh my
We
gosh.
all go through embarrassing
Oh.
things in our
Well,
lifetime.
this was my first huge professional mistake. So, I was booked to play a beautiful wedding in downtown Cleveland at the arcade. And I got all the work set. I got my best dress, my best heels. I practiced a new set of music. And when I came in, the staff set me up for a cocktail hour, which is what I assumed I was playing for. And as I was playing, I did not recognize anyone around me from the wedding party. I didn't see the mother of the bride. I didn't see anyone I recognized. And then I realized I was playing Irish music for a Mexican wedding.
You weren't supposed
Oh
to be
my
there at all.
goodness! So no one recognized what I was playing, and everyone was giving me these stares like, "Who is this girl?" And the DJ came up to me and said, "I didn't know there was a harpist." And I just said, "Well, I can play when you're done." He just said, "Wow, well you sound great. I'll turn off my music." And then the photographer was coming up to me taking pictures. So the couple has pictures
Well, that
of
red hair probably stood out at that Mexican wedding.
yes,
That right.
I stuck out like a sore thumb. So they're gonna have pictures of someone they don't know, and they got a free
And a
hour
lot
of
of
harp music.
photographs.
So
A lot
wait,
of
yes.
photographs of it.
Siobhan, where was the bride and the groom that were waiting for you? Like, was there another wedding you were supposed to be at?
Yes,
Aw,
another
sweetie.
wedding at
In the same
another.
place.
Yes,
You just
No.
happened to go to the wrong one.
the
I've heard of
staff
that.
directed me
Me
to the
too,
cocktail
that
hour,
one.
and it was partially my fault too.
No.
I've heard of people going to the wrong weddings.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
no, it was a disaster.
In fact, Connie, the night I was going to your wedding, I
Right.
think we ended up at another wedding that Nellie and I did before
No
yours.
way, really?
But then again, we heard about the famous Cardigan Day wedding, and
Uh-huh.
that was it.
Right, that was it. You were
we-
coming there.
we
Well,
had to
I'm
be there.
glad you made it, Jerry.
And-
Yeah, good.
All right,
Uh-huh.
Eddie, what do you got for me?
I do. I've been to the wrong funeral.
Oh,
my goodness.
You get in there and you're looking around, don't recognize any, then you look in the coffin, I don't know this man.
stop it! Eddie.
That's true. God,
Are
it's
you
embarrassing.
sure? Was that Holy
That's it.
Water Gallagher?
No,
Right,
that's
right,
it.
right.
I blessed
No.
myself and left. Okay, but we got happy birthday to Valerie Wilcox, and this is from your favorite sister in Ohio. And then I want to tell all the guys that have graduated from Eastside parishes, we're going to get together again at on the east side. This is going to be December the 7th, 1 o'clock at Christie's on 200th Street. All those people that went to graduated from East Side schools in the early 50s, we're all getting together again. So come on out. It's from St. Joe's, Collinwood, St. Jerome's, St. Aloysius, St. Thomas Aquinas, all those parishes. We're all getting together again, and it's every Friday. It's first Saturday in December.
You'll probably resurrect even Mickey O'Connor's.
Well, we probably
Remember that
will.
place?
Yeah.
Hey, Eddie,
that
well,
was
St.
on
Margaret.
Kevin and Larry's. Kevin
Kevin and
Henry,
Larry's,
Larry
right.
Fogarty's.
Sure, I've been
And
there.
Donovan's Loop.
Donovan's Loop. Oh, sure.
I remember all those. They were all starting to fade away when I came here in 1961.
See, you're responsible for running them out of
The
business.
bar is
Indeed.
closing.
Hey, can I go?
Huh?
I graduated from St. Margaret of Hungary Parish
Oh,
on
no.
Buckeye
That's
Road.
it. And Buckeye,
On
18
Buckeye Road,
nothing,
yeah.
Buckeye.
And Menyahaza.
Hey, let's go. Our buddy Tommy called in and he said he finally called in. He just wanted to explain that he hasn't called in because he's getting physical therapy in the early days. So he just wanted to say hi to everybody here.
Yeah, hi Tommy. You're in our prayers. Happy Thanksgiving
Now,
to you.
Eddie,
Yes.
you're blocking Siobhan there.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Siobhan.
Get out of the
Okay,
way,
No,
will you?
and you got to. Did you finally tell everybody Hablo Dorito?
Well, okay, so
Eddie.
well, so later on, I went to see. Okay, I'm just gonna say the name of the person who is the special one that I mentioned before. I went to see Fernando, whom I'm seeing right now.
Fernando. Nice.
Yeah.
Fernando.
Are you sure you didn't meet Fernando that night?
No, no.
Yes, okay.
Oh,
I know. It's
there's a song
No,
about
likely
country.
story
Wrong
there.
country. No. But I came to him crying and I said, "Oh my gosh, I'm humiliated. I'm embarrassed." And he said, "You should have just improvised and played La Cucaracha and started dancing around." I should have, you know.
Did you send down the bill?
I bet they love that red hair.
Oh.
Oh yes, I fit in. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
Right.
her red hair is something, isn't it?
It's just beautiful.
Oh
No,
my
she just
God. It's the real thing.
It's just stunning with the harp and all of that.
Oh,
It's
you know,
really
there's
beautiful.
there's a
Very
poem
beautiful.
written about a woman like you, and it goes like this. The sun shone in her red, red hair, and in her eyes danced stars of mirth. Her body held a willow's grace, her feet scarce touched the springing earth.
Oh, it's very
Stunning.
romantic,
The
isn't it?
pose is going
Romantic
on.
when you.
Love that.
I know when he says
Wow.
the things.
There's an Irish festival of redheads in Cork every year.
Yeah, the Redheaded
That's
Festival.
where I'm from.
From Cork. There you go.
Cork,
There you go.
yes.
We'll
Yeah.
talk to you about it later.
Yeah, the McCarthys.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, McCarthy. Yeah, great. Oh, a lot of McCarthys down
A
there.
lot of redheads down there.
Well, very
Yep.
good, Jerry. Nellie's a lucky woman. You with your poems and romance.
Oh, I have lots of poems.
Right, right. Okay, so I want to tell.
I didn't write them though.
No, I know.
I
you
just
didn't.
memorized them
Right,
from
memorized
school.
them. I want to tell everyone about our good friends at PJ McIntyre's Irish Pub and Restaurant, a great place to go. I hope you guys are going there, Tom and Vincent. But PJ McIntyre's on Lorraine Avenue in West Park. They have coming up Wednesday, November 27th, Mary Lane's Happy Thanksgiving Eve. Thursday, November 28th, Happy Thanksgiving. Open the doors at 7 p.m. Friday, November 29th, Mossy Moran. And Saturday, November 30th, the Smug Saints. PJ McIntyre's is a great place to watch Browns games, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Irish breakfast all day. They are having a holiday lights tour. Pick up at PJ McIntyre's. Happening, minimum of 10 passengers. They're working on that. So over the Christmas and holiday season, it's starting at $22. And book a mix and mingle tour with PJ McIntyre's. Anyway, they also have a party room, Bridgie Ned's Irish Party Parlor Room, to book all your holiday events, New Year's Eve and everything. Everything's coming up.
I bet Tommy was
Yeah.
a redhead when he was young. Tommy, were you?
Yes, sir.
Come over here, I want to talk to you.
Up there.
You know, when I was growing up in Ireland, the band of tinkers around my place was the Morans. They're all redheads,
Yes.
redheads and blondes. So I brought all
Isn't
my
it terrible?
kids. I brought all my kids back to Ireland in '79, and the neighbours had the greatest fun because they were all blonde and sort of
Yes.
redhead. It says, "Geez, the Queen is home. Doesn't that look like the tinkers?"
Jerry.
They weren't. They looked, honest to God, we all looked like the
Well,
Morans.
the genes intermingled at some
But
stage, maybe.
Maybe.
Are they any good at tinsmithing, you know?
No, not really. But we sure had a lot of fun on that trip. They loved Ireland. And I had them out on the farm. Oh,
It's a great place to
it was
lose
just-
time, so
just
it is.
wonderful.
Yeah, yeah.
And actually, there's a poet in Kerry named Sigerson Clifford
Yes.
that wrote incredible stuff about the tinkers. I know it's not fashionable to use the word tinkers anymore. They call them travellers, or something else.
It's an honorary, one of them.
So
yeah.
But I mean, they're a culture all to themselves.
They still are a culture all to themselves, and some of them still carry the traditions of their grandparents. You know, some of the other ones, they move out for the summer and they try and take their kids from the camps or from the where the settlements where they are, the travelling sites, they call them halting sites, where they bring certain families in, and they will have the close knit family. They have caravans, they have neat, they have running water, they have toilets. And during the summer, they try and take them out to the coast, take them down to Achill, take them down to the fair in Belmullet for the 16th of August, and show them the old ways of life. You know, all right, they have the transit vans and the highest vans and the fine trailers, but they still try and give the kids what they were growing up with. You know.
But in our day, in my day, and I think Vincent might even, you guys may address this in your talks, the tinkers were an offshoot of the famine too, weren't they?
Of course, they were. They're
The result of the famine.
result of the famine. They were some of the people who was put off their lands when they couldn't pay the rents and they couldn't pay whatever. You know. I mean, they're the surnames. You know, the surnames McDonough's, which are
McDonough's, huge.
Galway, huge Galways.
Kevin McDonough, you listen to us.
You know, they have the Wards and the Joyces.
The war, yeah.
You know, the Joyces are Roscommon travellers. You know,
The Mohans were.
the Mahans in as well. Yeah,
North Mayo, right.
There's even a family of Sweeneys, which were travellers in the Ballinrobe area. You
The
know,
wards were big too, right?
Wards are. Yeah. There's a
And
lot
what the
of
ones
ones.
in Kerry, I think it was Kerry was it? Well, maybe McDonald's. No, McDonald's were
McDonald's were Galways as well, you know.
Yeah.
They were,
Yeah.
but you know, a lot of them did come from, they were dispossessed of their lands and they were thrown at the sides of the ditches,
Yeah.
which is part of what we're talking about here again, you know. It's,
Yeah, but I have a poem recorded. I'm not going to do it today because we got to, but time to time called. There's one called The Tinker's Daughter,
Yes.
the red-haired tinker's
Yeah.
wife, the red-haired tinker's son, and the author Sigerson Clifford.
Yeah.
I mean, he the way he strings sentences and
Yeah.
words together.
They just flow.
Oh
They
my
just
goodness!
flow.
And the description,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
description
they just
that
flow.
he has of the Tinker Clan, and you can actually see if you read this poetry of Sigerson Clifford, you can actually see in your mind you know, the life of the tinker.
There was
he
a-
portrays it very accurately in words.
There was one of your counterparts in Midwest Radio, John Duggan.
Johnny Dugan.
Yes.
Wasn't he a songwriter
He was
too?
a songwriter. He wrote
the Roads of Kildare.
the Roads
right?
of Kildare. That
Yeah.
was a traveller. That was a red-haired traveller
Yeah.
that got married in, and
Yeah, James Kilbane loves to sing that
yes,
song.
he makes a good
He
job. He
does.
loves that.
He
Yeah,
does.
yeah,
He
yeah. It's a
does.
really nice song.
He
So
does.
it's really nice.
All right, we got another song here. We were talking there. Oh no, you're not ready yet. Well, in the meantime, I'll go play something from the computer here, and this is the one called pretty soon, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah, you have to be complete on December 31st, and that means you better get started because it's a hard deadline, and hopefully there's going to be a number of young ladies. We know several of the ladies from prior years are considering coming back very seriously. You know, last year when we went over to Tralee, a couple of months ago when we went over to Tralee, we brought over 4 Ohio Roses with us to support Danielle, which is they were kind of amazed that we could bring 4 from all across the ocean. And it was great. One of them was Maureen Hennessy, and I'd like to have her come on one day because she was Ohio Rose back in, I think, 87?
81.
81?
But she'll be glad
Okay, I
to
was
say
giving her a break.
87.
Okay. And she, when she came back, has just mentioned that what an unbelievable experience it is for a young lady to do that, to get over there. I also might have mentioned that a lot of our applicants return because the process we go through, they make a whole new group of friends, and it's a lot of fun. It's unfortunate that we can only send one, but they're a great group of young individuals. Choice is very tough, but you know that's the way it is. But it's certainly a great time, and I think they've all come back. One actually came back last year and wrote us a letter how by going through that process it really helped her in her career.
Mm-hmm.
So it really is a good thing.
yeah.
So I
Wonderful
encourage
thing.
any young lady
Wonderful thing.
up to what, not 20,
28.
28
They can't
by-
turn 29 by the end of August.
right. If Irish hair, if you're a wee bit Irish, we look forward to meeting you.
Very nice. Siobhan, how did you enjoy it? It was good, wasn't it?
Oh gosh, I wish I could still do it.
It was a great experience, wasn't it?
Oh gosh, absolutely. I mean, you're with a bunch of girls who are Irish and you all understand each other, you know each other, and then you go out on the town of Cleveland together and you make memories.
Still doing it.
Yeah,
You guys
still
are
doing it.
still getting together. Of course, you all drink lemonade,
Yes.
bottled water,
Yes.
Right.
and you all go out.
Yeah.
And, but anyway, Mike, I was looking in the list of nicknames here in Cleveland, and I'm looking for Killeen. I don't find there must not. There's a lot of Killeens around town, though, isn't there?
There's only 3 families I know of.
Oh, I know 3 myself.
Me.
Well, yeah.
You know the other 2 then.
Usually, Killeen was pretty common around where I came from.
Is that
In
right?
Mayo, oh, yeah, there was 1, 2, 3. I knew 4 families. And we're a small village. But listen to the Kilbane one, I think it's kind of funny. Listen to this. We all know Kilbane. Bubblebee Kilbane. Remember him? You're a nice singer. You're going to sing it now. You're not unaccompanied, right?
Unaccompanied.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's the tradition, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. But
Yeah.
now, you mentioned that it's a Scottish song. Do you
Yes.
know the great reservoir of music for the Clancy Brothers was actually Scottish songs? Most of it, oh yeah, nearly, I would say half of the stuff they did when they hit the big time was Scottish. Yep. So never feel bad about singing Scottish songs that are very, very much part of the Irish heritage too. They'll sing.
Good.
And Tommy, look at Tommy's nodding his head there.
Serious.
Gives it.
Okay, good.
The language is
All right,
20%.
give us a blast there. What do you want to do?
Okay, this is the Sky Above song, and
Who's
many
Sky
of you
Above?
may know this from the TV series Outlander. Yes. Sing me a song of a lass that is gone. Say, could that lass be I? Mary of soul, she sailed on a day over the sea to sky. Billow and breeze, islands and seas, mountains of waves and sun. All that was good, all that was fair, all that was me is gone. Sing me a song of a lass that is gone. Say, could that lass be I? Mary of soul, she sailed on a day over the sea to sky. Over the sea to sky.
Lovely stuff.
Bravo.
Very nice. Very nice.
Arish.
Okay. Gotta play this? We're going to be right back. More. Here's the Cameron Highlander. Danu.
The hidden corner of Belmullet and Blacksod. You know, there's a magnificent famine memorial out there to all the ships that left. Rosemary Garrity there, they're making a beautiful job. They've on the way out just to the Blacksod Lighthouse, which is being pushed in as a UNESCO World Health site there now. Back up into Ballycroy, there's the most magnificent national park in Ballycroy. So you go down into Achill and we have many corners in Achill. You know, we have all the Garnia Whale tours, we have walking tours in the mountains, we have the most magnificent beaches. We have a new beach that came back and luckily has stayed with us for a while. So it has,
Yeah,
we
tell
have
me about
Kim-
that.
Kim
Tell me about
Beach.
it. That made world news, the disappearing beach.
Yeah.
What happened?
It just it depends on the prevailing winds how the sand comes and goes. And for the last couple of years, we've had southeasterly prevailing winds.
Tommy, it's beach.
Yeah, but no, the winds bring the sand in. The sand comes
Oh,
in with
okay.
as the tides run. The sand comes in. So
It's a beach, though.
it's a beach. The sand comes in and that's it. But it's to do with prevailing winds. We live in a corner where we have southwesterly prevailing winds. You know, we have Kim Bay, voted
lovely.
number 10 in the world. You know,
They say life's a beach.
yeah, and then you marry one.
I got a wedding here. Happy 58th wedding anniversary, and that's to Chris and Nancy Moran. And that's, she'd love to get the Rose of Clare if you could play that, and that's from all the Morans.
Well, Nancy Egan Moran is from Clare. I know that. We're going to see if we can bring it up. I can't do it right now. You're going to have to
Go over.
our engineer in the other room, see Derek, see if we can do that. So anyway, I hope somebody uses your services because I found this out myself, Mayo especially.
Well, you can get me through the Achill Heritage Centre. With what we're doing here, we're working on it as a promotional through the centre where we take students in and we take them down to Achill where we take different colleges. We're about to start working with different colleges around the world where they come in and they're doing courses in Ireland, and then we take them for their weekends away. We bring them down to Achill, we give them the history of Achill, we bring them during the summer, we bring them surfing, kite surfing, kayaking, whatever else, and we leave them back to where they're doing their classes again.
And you'll do it by the day or a couple of days?
A couple of days at a
whatever they
time,
want.
that's our plan,
great.
and we'll do it through the Achill Heritage Centre for bringing people back into the island.
That's great, Tommy. I look forward to that. I might do that. Anyway, I said I was going to play another song for my good friend Jack and Mary Coyne. I know they love this song called Maureen Bawn, and I think it's probably